It's day 2 here at Disneyland Paris, and we've got a few rides to pick up on that we didn't do yesterday. That includes Hyperspace Mountain, Buzz Lightyear, the railroad which is above us, and there are some that we want to re-ride as well, some really good ones like Pirates of the Caribbean, and of course It's a Small World. Lots of little things to explore. The dragon underneath the castle didn't open yesterday, which was a real shame. It's something I'm really quite intrigued by. The fact you can go under the castle is not something you can do in the Florida one. But yeah, here we are in Main Street. It's a little bit drizzlier today. It doesn't feel quite as cold, but it is still 0 at the moment. So there is still ice on the floor, but we have had a little bit of rain. I'm guessing it might have been snow at some point, potentially, but we were asleep. But we're going to head round first and check out Hyperspace Mountain as our starting point, as I believe most people go straight to Peter Pan. Early on, we are going by queue time, so Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. I'm guessing it's like the spin. I don't really know, to be honest. It's a 5-minute queue though, so we're going to go and find out.
To infinity and beyond.
Tiens, Poitrail. Les scanners détectent plus de problèmes dans le secteur 9. Aucun doute, c'est l'œuvre de cet abominable.
Doesn't it go like this in the film anyway? Here it is. Now we won't film on this one because we've got shooting and spinning to do. But you can see the Florida one on the channel. I don't think it's going to be too much different, to be honest with you. Came in with a measly 64,000 on there. I have to say that one is considerably more difficult than the one at Magic Kingdom. You can't really see what you're shooting at, to be perfectly honest with you. And it doesn't really, I don't know, not everything seems to work, is my honest opinion on it, but I don't know. There was some, we did hit a one that was 100,000, so there are ones in there to help you get to sort of the golden mark, if you will, but yeah, not as impressed. Scenery's nice, the cars move really well, but not as impressed. Hyperspace Mountain. Now I did realise, because I said in yesterday's video that the Indiana Jones ride was the only one here with an inversion, but apparently this has got an inversion as well. They really love their inversions here.
Lower your safety harness.
But I don't really know what to expect. Again, I've seen absolutely nothing on it whatsoever. But I'm guessing by the looks of the pictures that Star Wars is where we're at. The mission is definitely getting in and out of it. I mean, I forgot what these classic Vekomas were like. And actually, you can see it's walk-on, there's actually no one in the queue. But you'll see as the train goes past, you really have to climb in and out of this bad boy. Oh, the classic Vekoma. Now, actually, that was quite good. Where's the launch? Kind of zoom around the corner, pause on the launch lift hill at the base, and then shoot up. It loses quite a lot of momentum at the top. I wouldn't say it's as powerful as Hulk, for instance. And then, yeah, you're just into a free-flow course of, you know, classic Vekoma track. It's the nicest way of me putting it. It's very corkscrewy, sort of, you know, quick. It does maintain a lot of speed. There are a couple of inversions in there as well. I thought it would be a bit more like the classic Space Mountain rather than, you know, the updated sort of rock and roller coaster is what I'd call it. It was probably more uncomfortable than the one over the other side, to be perfectly honest with you. It's definitely not as uncomfortable as rock and roller coaster. Anyone that's been on that over at Hollywood Studios knows it's awful, absolutely awful. But yeah, actually I quite enjoyed that. It was just a mission to get in and out of. And here's the beautiful Disneyland Railroad. We will be going on that later on as it goes around the park. Now we are actually in part of a park where there's nothing left to do, so we're going to walk around now and try and get some re-rides on some of the classic rides like It's a Small World, which is just around the corner. It's just so good. Like, it's so good. there we go. There's some footage of Peter Pan's flight here at Disneyland Paris. I have to say that was a painful queue of just over an hour. The ride vehicles are slightly different as well because they've actually got two rows where the Florida ones have one row. Everything inside seems about the same. The Florida one was upgraded with a new scene, which isn't in this obviously, but yeah, it's very nice in there, very bumpy, but yeah, nice little ride. A tick off. We had to do it. We had to come back in Pirates of the Caribbean. So good in here. Brilliant on the camera as well. It is really dark. We leave the hustle and bustle of Pirates to head down to this area, which we haven't been to yet, for the Storybook ride. This looks really quite enchanting, quite lovely. A voyage into magical realm of classic childhood stories, and it's only just opened as well. So no queue. Another lovely little Storybook ride. It is quite slow and it does stop a lot as well. A lot of people seem to want to stand up on it. It's on a cable track underneath, so it's a standard speed. You're always the same distance away from each other, but yeah, got some nice scenes in there. Obviously all Disney based, as you'd expect, but yeah, really enjoyed that. There is a powered roller coaster over the back as well. It's not on our to-do list. Gives us a reason to come back, to be honest, to get the cred for that. I'm not sure the Dragon has opened, however it is great to get a look at the castle from here, because you just never get to see it in Florida from this close. And of course you can walk through and it is wonderfully sculpted inside. It really is lovely. Oh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh, it's just an actual look around. Wow. I wish you could do this in the Florida one. I think you can eat in the Florida one. I'm sure there's a restaurant in there if you pre-book. Oh, wow, look at this. That was a fascinating look inside of Snow White's castle. I absolutely love that. It really does bring out the Disney in you. Right, the Dragon is still sadly closed. It does say reopening soon. It said reopening soon all day yesterday as well, never reopened. But fingers crossed, at some point today we will get down to see it. The imposing building of Phantom Manor over the back there. Here in Frontierland, we can actually see that scaffoldings appeared sort of overnight right the way across, and there are people working on Big Thunder, which is due to be shut approximately the next 6 months. Dark and creepy. I imagine even when this is full, it's got a great atmosphere up here. I love the outside of the building. I actually think I prefer the outside of the building to Haunted Mansion, even though I think I prefer Haunted Mansion as a ride. Love the look of this one. It is so dark inside of Phantom Manor compared to the Haunted Mansion. Although obviously it is a dark ride, I get that. It's really creepy in here. You can't even see the other Doom buggies. But this is still one of the best scenes, which is the dinner party with the Pepper's ghost effect. Oh, it just looks stunning in here. Really flows nicely. Absolutely love that ride. I love the setting around here as well for it. And indeed Big Thunder. It is a shame actually Big Thunder's not open. We missed it by a week. But this is definitely a highlight. Look at that. Stunning setting. On the railroad, and this is apparently the Grand Canyon as we come through.
Regarde les bras à l'intérieur, put your arms inside. Madame, le téléphone à l'intérieur du train, s'il vous plaît.
Yeah, on the riverboats, they're currently closed for refurbishment, and you can see Big Thunder over there as well. Made a massive platform across the lake to get across there while the refurbishment goes on. Just sort of a behind the scenes look of everything that happens. We've ended up back in Frontierland because there is a terminal problem with the train, which is going to take a long time to fix. So we made one route on our loop round. I'm not sure we'll get back on it now, to be honest with you. So we're back on foot. From the railroad, we've got two more things to explore. This is the underwater sort of submarine thing down here in Discoveryland, and of course the dragon. That I don't think we're going to get lucky with the dragon. We don't really know what this is, but you walk in front of Hyperspace Mountain, something's happening down here. Anyway, we'll find out in a sec. Are we looking Captain Nemo? Look, a little submarine. I'm guessing it's telling the story of an explorer. It's my guess. So there is a little screen there showing, yeah, a bit of vampire. So there aren't actually no dolphins down here, so it is only a computer generated screen telling a little bit of a story about exploration. It does look very nice in here. And I have a feeling that's it. Okay, so it's that's a charming little walkthrough, really. Nothing too special. I guess if you want to sit in there and listen to the story, you can, but I have to be honest, I don't. There we have it, Disneyland Paris as we close out. We got nearly everything we wanted to get done, apart from the dragon, which sadly never opened under the castle. But it's really cool that you can walk through it, and we've been around it as well. Climbed up and had a look at the story. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Disneyland Paris, there's definitely a lot going on here, but I think there's more to come. I don't know, have you been? Let us know in the comments below.